Hello, this is my video submission for discussion week 15, the dark side of interpersonal communication. For question one, I'd say the most detrimental to a relationship would be to not listen to the other person or verbally harassing them, making fun of them, teasing, teasing in a playful manner and just gently poking fun. That's all right, in my opinion, but too much of anything can get a bit old in a relationship. So you'd want to make sure to be putting something positive into it as well. Having only jokes and uh, fun little activities, a lot of times overdoing it in a relationship can really bring it down. So you'd want to make sure that the relationship is very balanced. So you have uh you're not too quiet in it, you're not too open, you need to find a balance. And the balance is different for everyone. So it sometimes it can be a bit tricky in say like your neighbors or something like a classmate at school that you enjoy hanging out with, but sometimes you notice they get a little frustrated. You need to be able to see what the other person in a relationship is feeling. So only doing one thing or only doing the other, it can really be pretty bad to a relationship. And for question two, I think the best way to make a positive and healthy communication climate for a speaker would be to actively listen. But the problem with actively listening nowadays is there's a lot of different ways for speech to go across. It can be in person, you can be watching a recording, it could be a Zoom call, phone call, text messages. So for in person, I would say you want to sit tight and thoroughly pay attention and have undivided attention directly towards the speaker, and you won't be like fiddling around or fidgeting with something. You'd want to pay attention to the speaker and the speaker only. For a Zoom call or FaceTime, I would not mute my microphone, not turn off my camera and go do something else. I'd sit at my computer or phone and really focus on the meeting or the speech that's going on at the time. For a phone call, it's very tempting to go on mute and go do something else real quick, or just kind of put your phone down and go away, like catch a breather, or put off the call entirely. For texting, you can just you can make up a lot of people actually make up quite a few excuses as not to really um answer a text message. They can or they would go at they could use chat gpt. There's ais now. You can just kind of filter it in to your texting app, and you could just have someone talking to a robot. Texting, there's a lot of freedom for not paying attention. So for texting, it's actually pretty difficult nowadays to have a good solid conversation with someone and it being healthy. The best way you can create a healthy communication climate for your speaker is make sure they know you're getting what they're saying. If you really focus, pay attention, give positive feedback when it's appropriate, it can really make the speech go far. And making sure that you're not blurting out what's on the top of your head or saying what you think is right when you think it's right. Making sure that you know when to speak, when not to speak, and when to do certain things during a speech is really important because you could be a distraction to not only the speaker but everyone else around you, and it could really make the points of the speech not get to anyone. So when you're in a speech or a meeting, you'd want to make sure you pay attention and you keep your thoughts to yourself unless you are asked for it, and making sure you know where and when to move, speak. It's all very important nowadays because communication is a bit strange with the way social media is. So there's a lot of different ways you can mess up in a speech or a meeting. So it's just important to know to keep eye contact, not put the speech off or a meeting. Make sure you're paying attention, and that's pretty much it. There's a lot of other things too, but the main ones probably just making sure you're paying attention. Thank you for listening.